Okay, the video for today of interest is looking at using the market tool. I'm going to drag this down a little bit so it'll fit into the frame. We're going to end up using this tool here, all markets. When you run the all markets, it's going to ask you whether you need to get all the results or not. I've already done the results, so I'm going to say no. And I'm going to run all markets again. I'm not going to because I've already run that. Now when you use this product, it is time consuming. So in other words, set the thing going and then go away for a while and come back. Then you'll be able to use it. So this is basically what it looks like. You can go through a process of picking various things and then coming up with some answers. As it is now, there was 40 wins. That's been 40 races, 120 places, 484 bets, return $2,800 odd and profit minus 2,000. So in other words, if you're betting on everything with level stakes, it would have been a pretty ordinary day. So we need to work out a plan as to what we're going to bet. So here's a little system that we've concocted. So of course you can alter these parameters depending on how you're feeling. So prices between $3 and $10, barrier 2 to 6, distance 1,000 to 2,000 meters, places 20 to 100%, starts 80 plus, benchmark from minus whatever the lowest one up to 0, sectional ratings 40 and above, no first up, and good for tracks. It's a fairly straightforward system that anybody can run. You can of course modify it as you see fit. Going back to the system, we have the same as we did before, but we can gradually go through the process of adding these things in. So we can add the barrier. What was it, barrier 2 or barrier 3? I can't remember now. Barrier 3 to 6. So you'll see there's now 16 wins, minus 636 profit. So you can keep going through. Places, I think, was 25% up to 100. That was barrier 2 to 6. Price range $3 up to $10. BM changes minus 64, that's just the bottom, so that's going to be something going back to a maiden most likely. Up to 0. Track condition, we want to go for good form to do anything that may not be working, and it was 20% up to 100, not 25. And the distance range 1,000 to 2,000. So first up. Minimum starts 83 to however many. And there's one more feature that we've left out, sectional ratings 40 and above. So as you see, you can gradually get a less and less number of bets until in the end we've only got 13 bets. From that we had 4 wins and 6 places, which is pretty amazing. Now, and a profit of $97. Now obviously you can play around with these figures. You can put it up to 25% places and still the same profit. You can change your price range from $3, you can go to the maximum price, for example, and then the profit increases significantly. Like everything, it's very easy after the meeting to be able to come up with these results. I think if you leave the sectional ratings out, I think that gave a better profit. No, it didn't in this case. So again, you can jiggle it around and you can come up with all sorts of profit options. And again, the idea here is to try to reduce it down to a sufficiently low number of bets that you don't need to be checking things forever. So 22 bets, that's a number that you could then conceivably go through. And if you look at it after the meeting's run, you've collected all the relief that. So all you've got to do now is add all to list. So add all to list. You can then show the list if you want to, and if you double click on any of those, it will take you back to the form, which we're going to do now. So if we go back to the form guide, under miscellaneous, it's got show all market, so get that out of the way. It should have the results in there, but it doesn't, so anyway, too bad. So toes on the nose, you can double click on that, and that'll take us to that race. Well, that one didn't win, ran third, and it was a price, and you can double click on some of the others and so on. So you can then go through and consider all those horses, decide whether you like the horse or not, and so on. So there you have it. There's the all markets. So again, if you want to get to that again, you go to markets, all markets. If you haven't got all the results, go for yes. Again, this will take longer to and then run all markets again? No, pretty much it just goes straight away. But if you haven't run it once, all markets, then it will go through a process of doing that, and that does take quite some time. So let's say 10 minutes. If they're waiting for it, I would just walk away, do something else, and then come back. So anyway, that's the all markets, and that's about it for this video.